Hey guys, welcome back to episode 58 of Animal Crossing. And now, today's Tuesday, and I'm actually doing this episode, a little bit. I did the filming and stuff early on, but I didn't have any time to do it, so I'm just doing this post production. And I really just did not have time. This November month has been very, 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 very grueling. I don't know. There's been a lot of stuff that I have to get done. There's been a lot of stuff to, take care of. A lot of special things that are happening, Thanksgiving and my birthday and all this other stuff. It's just really too much. It's just too much at times. So I'm kind of like overloaded right now. But I'm gonna do everything. I still have to do all these videos and stuff. I have to be more on top of everything. I really do. This is not good. This is not good practice to be not like in sync with everything. Everything should have one, video a day, which is typically what I'm supposed to have, but I don't know if that's necessarily true. It certainly hasn't been true the last couple of days, but I'm trying my best. Really, really am. So anyways, the reason why I had to cut it, I had to do this later is because I had to do, I have to watch X Factor today because stupid schedule, they keep changing it. So anyways, I'll talk about X Factor, and I'm just going to briefly talk about what happened in this episode. Saharah is here, right there. Um, for the most part, you can see who got the rugs. And then Tipper lost her key, so I had to go look for that and fish and all that stuff. And there'll be a cut somewhere towards the end of this video, because I just want to cut out all the fishing and stuff, because it's basically the same thing. Fish, 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 and you grab all your fishes and stuff. So anyways, yeah, that I just cut that out because it's way too long and it took about 20 minutes, and I'm not gonna be talking for 20 minutes. There's no way, and I'm just gonna be tired after that. So anyways, I'm just gonna briefly talk. I'm gonna talk very in depth about today's episode of X Factor, and then that'll be it for today. Hopefully, we'll see. Anyways, I keep saying anyways too many times, but oh, there's a little star thing right there. As far as X Factor goes, the theme, like I said last night, was giving thanks, which pretty much means anything. So I really hate themes like this. I have to interpret this week as a week of singing songs that inspire you, singing songs that really show that you are, giving, show you that you actually are giving thanks to somebody. That's what I really want to see this week. And I think some people stepped up this week and actually did better and did a good job. And some people kind of fell through the cracks. I really felt that this episode was better than last week, but last week was horrible. So, if last week was horrible, it's not very hard to get better than horrible, it can only go up from there. So, yeah, it was a much better episode, but I still felt like I don't see a star or somebody that can win this competition. It's just way too close call right now. So anyways, let's start talking about this so that way I can get, start talking about the performances. The first performance of the night was Rachel Crow, and she's saying I Believe by Yolanda Adams. It was okay. I thought it was a competent performance. It had a good vocal, I think, for the most part. But the problem with Rachel, I think, is that this performance didn't really go anywhere for me. She sang it well. Like I said, she sang it well, but she didn't really exude something. It didn't really build into something. It was just really kind of monotonous at times. I just felt like it was really like that all the way through. Very straightforward, very simple, simplistic, and it was okay. I think she did an okay job. She might have a chance. I think, however, if she ended up in the bottom two, I would not be surprised. I didn't feel like there was very much buzz about her after the episode, so we'll have to see if Rachel survives. She might end up in the bottom three. Up next was Marcus Canty. He sang a song for Mama by Boys to Men, and it was bad. I'm sorry. I just did not feel this performance. Again, I just feel like Marcus is just not getting it right, you know. I don't think he's making himself relevant, you know. I just feel like he sounds like every other R&B singer I've ever heard in my entire life, you know. He sings it in the very same way as everyone else, you know. So I'm just thinking, like, what makes you special? What makes you stand out over everyone else? And it's not, and he hasn't shown that, you know. And that's why Marcus, I think, is struggling. For me, he's struggling for me because it's just not clicking, you know. A lot of these people I can tell where they would fit in. Marcus, on the other hand, I don't know. I know his style, I just don't know how he would make it contemporary. Because a song like this Boys to Men song, that is not a contemporary singer. You know, they're not contemporary singers. They're very old-fashioned. They are stuck in the 90s. There's nothing you can really do to make them current or relevant. And he sang it in their way, so I just felt like it was really copycat. It didn't feel very like original, you know. I don't know. Marcus just not does nothing for me really. Up next was Melanie Amaro. She sang "The World's Greatest" by R. Kelly. I thought that was a very odd choice for her, you know, because I just don't think I would have expected R. Kelly from her. I'm glad she didn't choose "I Believe I Can Fly" because that would have been freaking hilarious. You know, I'm so glad she didn't choose that song, and that's fine. I think she did a really good job with this song, despite me not knowing it. Well, actually, I kind of I kind of knew it, but I didn't really know. I didn't really know it. I think I think she did a really good. I think she did a really good job. I definitely think she was better than last week. I just don't think Melanie. I kind of feel like the same way about Melanie too, as I do Marcus a little bit, in that I think she's trying a little too hard to be like Mariah and all that. She looks like Mariah too, and that scares me. You know, I like Mariah, but you know, nobody can compare with Mariah, and Mariah's still going. Well, I don't know if she's still going, but I don't know. But yeah, I think Melanie did a really good job vocally, and I think she really connected with it. That's the one thing that I really needed to see this week was connection, and she did connect with that song. So I think she did a really good job, you know. Up next was Chris Renee. He sang a combination of Let It Be and Young Homie. First of all, let me just say this. I don't think the songs go together at all. So, you know, when you splice two songs together, they have to make some kind of relevant sense, you know. Otherwise, it's just like, why are you singing two songs, you know? You're only supposed to be singing one song. And let me just say this about Let It Be. That song is such a great song. All you have to do is sing it. I did not like the reggae version. I just don't think it really helped the song emotionally. I didn't feel any emotion coming out of that version, you know. And it's not that he can't emote, it's just that he didn't portray it, or he didn't really show it. He didn't really show anything. It just merely was very middle of the road, and the vocals were really pitchy, to be honest with you. I didn't really feel the vocals because it just sounded like he was straining himself. You know, the song was way too melodic for him. Again, just like I've said before about other performances he's done, he's just not a melodic singer. And so when he sings these melodic songs that have intricacies going up and down, it doesn't sound right. It sounds like he's straining himself, or he sounds very sound. Grunting sounds just to make it sound like it's freaking, you know, straightforward. It's not, you know, so that's not singing. I don't think he's not really singing, you know. So I think LA really screwed up tonight. I really feel like all his guys screwed up. Paula, you know, she didn't do a very good job either. I think though the person who most benefited was, of all people, Nicole. Oh my gosh. But anyways, yeah, Chris, not good. And that's not a good time to actually do something like that. all this, especially on a double elimination episode. Not a good idea to sing something like that. Up next was Lakota Rain. They sang "You Belong with Me" by Taylor Swift. I don't understand why they chose that song for a night like this. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, like, it's a song about inspiring you. And it's supposed to be a night about inspiration and giving thanks. And how does this song give thanks to anybody? I just don't really get it. It was just a song. And I guess it fits them as a singers. But when you don't sound better than Taylor Swift, you have there's a problem there. And to be honest with you, they started off okay, but their harmonies really need work. I'm gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it. They need work on their harmonies because it just sounds excruciating hearing them singing together. At times I just felt like it sounded awful. So I think it was a good fit for them. I think it was a current fit for them. I just don't think that their vocals are anywhere near where they need to be, specifically because they're in a group. So it was okay, but I didn't really feel it. Up next was Leroy Bell. He sang "Angel" by Sarah McLachlan. That is one of my favorite songs. One of my favorite songs of all time. If you're going to sing that song, you better sing it. You better sing that damn song. Well, and I'm actually going into this night, this double elimination. I was kind of worried for Leroy. I don't really know where he stands at this entire competition. So him singing this song, I don't know. But after he finished singing that song, I completely knew that up to that point it was the best performance. Well, I guess that's kind of questionable because Melanie was really good too. But I just felt like Leroy finally picked the best song for his voice. He sang that song well. I think he changed it enough to make it younger. Well, he changed it enough to make it good, still good. And I've kind of given slack to, some stuff about people who sing this song, and change it because I feel like this song does not need rearrangement. But I think what really worked for Leroy is that there was a lot of emotion going into the performance. Going into the performance, that it helped the song. So I think Leroy did a very good job with this song. I really felt like he did what he needed to do this week. And of all the weeks to pull a moment, this is the week to do it. Because, two people are going home and one for sure is leaving, automatically. So you do not want to be the last person, and I think Leroy avoided that situation. So I think he did I think he'll be safe. He may end up in the bottom 3. Hopefully he doesn't. But we'll see, I guess. Up next was astronomically annoying. He's saying "Show Me What You Got" by Jay-Z. I'm sorry, I'm just tired of it. Can he do anything but talk about himself? I just feel like everything that he says is very contrived. It doesn't feel genuine. It doesn't feel natural. It just feels like whatever, like saying sorry when you don't really mean it. I just don't feel it. After hearing all the flack that he was saying before the show and during the past weekend, I just don't want to hear it anymore. I just want him off the show, which is why I'm kind of, skeptical of who should really go, Lakota Rain or Astro, because both of them were not really good, Astro did basically the same thing. Yeah, he rapped, but again, the lyrics were very self-indulgent. I just felt like it just didn't do anything for me. And that's not the way to get more fans. The way to get more fans is to, prove that you are better, you're getting better every single week, but you're not doing that. He's not doing that for me, so I just don't care, Anyways, after that was Drew Reinowitz. She sang "Skyscraper" by Demi Lovato. That was an interesting song choice, I have to say. I didn't think that she would choose that song. I think she did a good job with it, but I kind of am bored with Drew. It's not because she can't sing. Just the same thing as I feel about Drew Astro, Chris Renee, and Marcus, I really feel like these people really need to do something different, you know. I feel like they do the same things every single week, and it's just getting boring, you know. And I'm just really, I know Leroy kind of is doing the same thing too, but at least, you know, at least he's singing well, you know. And I didn't, as you notice, I didn't mention Melanie either, you know, because Melanie at least sings well. I don't have a problem with people who sing well and sing, you know, similar types of songs. But Drew, I just feel like her vocals are just getting kind of mediocre. I just don't feel the specialty in her voice. She can sing though. I don't think she will be in the bottom 3 this week. I don't think she deserves to be in the bottom 3, especially after the horrific stuff that LA was saying. But I don't know. And last of the night was Josh Cratchit. He sang Wild Horses by Rolling Stones. Loved it. It was fantastic. It's a performance that I've been waiting for on this show. You know, somebody who actually interprets a song, sings it differently, and does a really good job. He just did that. So I thought Josh was the best of the night. Melanie, Leroy, and Josh were my favorites. Marcus, Lakota Rain, Chris Renee, and Astro were the worst. So that's it for today. See you guys later. Take care. Bye.